All right, what's going on, guys? I'm Bear DeGidio. I'm back with another JAXXON podcast. I'm here with one of the most requested guests of all time, probably the GOAT in MMA history, as most of you guys know, Mighty Mouse with Miss Mighty. Great to have you on the pod. We're going to get some real inside info now that we got her here.
Yeah.
And we're here with the one and only, what is this? The Lone Wolf, the Saber-Tooth Tiger,
Saber-Tooth Tiger,
the Gray Siberian Husky. What are you today? A mixed Chow Chow, a poodle.
A poodle.
What is this?
Why are you gonna disrespect me like that? You know I'm a werewolf.
A wear what? I'm gonna wear these nuts on your chin if you don't shut up.
Oh, look at that.
Right.
I give you one.
Yeah. He finally got a good one. Motherfucker.
Listen, I gotta kick.
He walked right into that.
Where? Nuts in your face.
That's fucked up, man.
Hey, I'm good to have you here. After last night, I didn't think you were gonna make it. You're out till 4 a.m. with half the city.
Fuck, I'm still drunk.
You and P-Rod.
Yeah, me and P-Rod.
Mighty, you skipped out early last night?
Skipped out early. Skipped out early last night.
Mighty smart because he's married.
Yeah.
You couldn't go where we went last night.
Yeah, exactly. You guys out there still hunting. Y'all out there hunting for y'all's.
How long you been married?
12 years.
12 years. Where you guys meet?
Red Lobster.
You see it
Y'all met her. What, he approached you?
No, we were both working there.
Yeah.
We were 19.
I forgot.
19.
You young.
What'd you think?
I thought you was like at Red Lobster's cracking open the and you look at it like I'm gonna crack your leg.
No, we both worked there.
Yeah.
I was a alley coordinator and she was a server. And alley coordinator, I basically make sure the food looks presentable, put the lemon on there, catch 20 fucking shrimp. You had all your shit on there, and then she would basically bring it to the guests.
They lost Mighty Mouse. They almost went bankrupt.
No, they did good. I left to go work at Journeys, but before I left, we would always talk to each other about like our boyfriend and girlfriend problems. And when I was leaving, I was like, hey, here's my number. Gave her my number. She called me that night. And she ain't never left.
So I used to go out and like carry the food, and he used to go booty 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 booty.
Walking everywhere because there's an alley.
Oh, my HR?
Oh, my HR.
Fucking HR. There was an alley, and so I would sit there and she walk by. I'm like, booty, 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 walking everywhere. And then she would turn around, she goes, do booty, do. And I was just like,
damn. She got
Okay.
joked. This your first short king you ever dated?
No.
Oh, damn.
No.
It's not called a short
my
king.
king, yes, absolutely.
Nah, fuck that. That motherfucker half my height.
But no, in high school I did date shorter guys.
Oh, let's not talk about the past.
But how long y'all dated before y'all got married?
5 years?
Yeah.
5
No
years.
way.
Yeah.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah. We've been together for
5
almost
years.
18.
Wow. When y'all got married, did you carry him across the threshold?
No.
Listen, last night was the 1-year anniversary of the JAXXON podcast.
God.
It was an honor to have Mighty Mouse at the party. Rampage, I got to admit, me and Rampage, actually, I'm not going to even say it because you're going to say something bad. I'm going to just say me and Mighty Mouse watched you put on one of the most extraordinary feats I've ever seen, which is the way you were able to communicate with the women. And not that you were trying to do anything, you were just being a good guy. Can you get the straw out of your teeth, Saber-Tooth Tiger? And I didn't realize how much riz you had with the ladies. Oh, now he now he got something to say.
What do you mean?
I just didn't think you had game.
How you think I got 5 kids?
At this point,
get
you
a
don't
bunch
have
of
to wear
kids?
the headphones. Just take the headphones off. At this point, it's not going to help you, brother. Just take it off. It's okay. Yeah, today I'm going to let you just be you.
He gonna let me.
He gonna let me.
Y'all about to see.
I mean, you guys saw him last night.
Yeah?
Yeah.
She was impressed. He was impressed. I was very impressed.
Well, I'm nice to the ladies. I love the ladies.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think you got game. You got 5 kids, so you doing something right.
Yeah, I'm doing something right.
I just want to know, what was your opening line when that girl walked over and she said, "Are you Rampage Jackson?" What did you say to her?
I don't have no opening lines. I didn't say nothing to her. I was like, what it do, little mama? What it do?
Oh, you called her little mama.
Yeah, little mama. I'm from Memphis. That's what we say. What it do, little mama? What it do?
I can't take him seriously because his mouth's not moving, but he's talking, and I don't know if he's talking
But
to
at the
me.
same time, that's
No,
a good
and the
thing. She goes,
manager was there. The manager, you're like, don't you need to be on the clock? And he goes, no, she's got a few minutes.
For you, Rampage, anything.
Oh, yeah.
So did you get her number?
No, I didn't ask her for a number.
You get her Instagram.
I got an Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Why y'all in my business?
You DM her?
No, I don't do that.
DM her selfies in the mask.
He's living vicariously through you.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's like, I got no damn game. I'm not tall. I'm not handsome like you.
Why you gotta live vicariously through me? I don't know nothing about that.
What do you mean?
When you say you living vicariously.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, damn.
And what do you
so,
mean?
So wants to know like how's that whole? Me and her were talking about like we've been dating for 18 years, married for 12, and we're so far removed from that scene, right? And it's like, how do people even date now? Like, do you say, hey, what's going on? My name's Quentin Rampage Jackson, but you go, what do you do, boo? Right? That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
What do you do, boo? Right? And like that shit work, and obviously it does. So you got her DM, and you slide in there when you want. And
No, I don't slide in DMs though. I don't.
Yes,
do
you
that.
do.
I promise you I
Yes,
don't.
I promise you.
I promise
do.
you I don't.
Then why did that girl tell me that you DM'd her and you said, hey, I want you to come watch the podcast live next week?
No, I didn't ever say that.
Then what'd you tell her?
I didn't say nothing. I don't slide in DMs. If I follow a girl and she posts something funny, I laugh at it, do the laughing emoji. But I don't be like, hey, I don't be sliding DM because girls be screenshotting shit and putting you on blast.
No. You got screenshot before?
I'm sure I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're just waiting for the right time to come and get your ass.
Oh yeah, I remember this one girl from Thailand. She was a mixed girl in Thailand, had a big ass. I'm talking about one of the biggest ass I ever seen. It's real. And on an Asian girl, right?
Yeah.
But she was black and Thai, and she slid in my DMs. I follow her, I like them, but she slid in my DMs also. I was chatting with her. I was supposed to meet up with her in Thailand, but it took me like maybe a year after us following each other before I got there.
Yeah.
And then some bullshit happened, and she got mad at me, and that's what she did. She blocked me, and she fucking blasted whatever our conversation in her DMs.
Well, you learn your lesson, right?
You learn your
So
lesson.
yeah, you learn your lesson.
Like, some people just do everything for the socials.
Just to wrap this up, so after our 1 year anniversary party, you guys got out early.
Yep.
I tried to go out early, but it didn't work out. And then you went out last night with P-Rod, one of our athletes, and then you also took some of the staff.
Yeah.
And then where did you end up at?
The strip club.
The what?
The strip club.
The what?
The strip club, nigga. You heard me talking to strip club. Can't you hear me?
I hear you.
Why you fucking with me?
I'm not. Are you still drunk?
Yeah, I'm still drunk.
Okay. Did you pull any babes at the strip club? Because you told me all the girls were loving you last night. I'm just wanting to know if they loved you or if they loved the money.
Yeah, they love the money. I like,
Wait, what's in your
pocket?
pocket?
The money.
He's got fucking money.
If I left the one, must be the money. Hey.
I'm sorry.
It must be the money. No, they didn't want my black
He
ass.
probably didn't go home. He probably went home and go, get that fucking mask, son. I'm too drunk.
I'm too drunk. I don't want my.
So if you're wondering why we couldn't afford a co-host, we have to have Miss Mighty on the pod, it's because Rampage took all of our budget.
That's fucking hilarious.
Come on, bro. What are you doing with these things?
stuffing them down girls' thongs.
So this is why you texted me. I got a bunch of fun coupons in my pocket.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is a fun coupon.
That's bro. Do you know what you can get with that $1? You can get a girl to show you her butthole.
Can you imagine it? He's in there, he goes, I'll give you this one crispy ass dollar. Freshly press, you turn around and just in my face. That's Rampage right there. And then he was like, another one if you spread them. It's a good bargain, ma'am. You're already gonna be behind, so let's go.
Make sure you wash your hands
I
after
need
you
some
get done.
Purell. I need some Purell, please.
Yeah.
Someone help me, please.
Yeah, you want to wash your hands after this. Did you know they done studies on dollar bills and they find cocoa and fecal matter on ones?
I think I just saw that online. It said something
Yeah.
like that.
Always wash your hands after you touch them.
Yeah.
He be sniffing them and licking them.
I mean, is this real? Are you keeping the mask on the whole time?
Is it bothering you guys?
No,
not bothering me.
it's not
I love
bothering
it.
me. I
I
just
love
want to
it.
know. I love it. I love it. I just want to know before I continue.
Yeah,
You gotta make this a thumbnail though, because we're like, what the fuck? They got a wolf now?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It's better than girls calling you chihuahuas and chow chows and all those weird
Yeah, I get
names.
called ugly in Orange County.
What?
Orange County girls don't like me.
No one's ever called you ugly, bro.
I'm for real, straight up.
All right, give me a hug, dog.
They
You
just-
need a hug.
no.
No, give me
They
a hug.
They just don't call me back. That's what they don't.
Who doesn't call you?
Orange County girls, man. I get ghosted all the time.
Well, you scare them when your opening line is, I got a great thrust game. I heard you yesterday,
Thrust
David
game.
Busters. That's
That's
a
not-
scary thing to hear as a
That
girl.
is,
He
that, you
didn't
don't
say
believe.
that.
Yeah, he did. Did he say that?
I didn't hear it. I didn't
He
hear
said
it.
he goes.
don't believe
He
that.
said, "What I do, boo boo? What it do, boo boo?" That's what he
Based off
said.
what you know about me, last night.
Well, the party bus, you were thrusting other things.
Oh goddamn!
Yeah, you were thrusting the fuck out of yourself.
I was.
You said, "Fuck yourself."
Oh my Jesus.
Yeah.
yourself.
Okay.
Well, before we move on, I do have the clip. I'll let the audience see it, maybe in the Jackson Podcast Discord. Me and Mighty were trying to be your wingman last night. You were playing darts with that girl. You didn't want to talk to her because you have a girl. You were like, nah, I don't want to talk to this girl. And then Mighty was like, nah, that's not my friend. That's my dad. And I think like that's what sealed the deal for you.
You putting me on blast again, bro. I ain't gonna have no girls with this fucking shit.
Why? What happened?
You be putting me on blast and lying and making up shit, and then they watch. I mean, she watch it and believes it.
Are you getting frustrated?
Yeah.
Why?
Cause you ruin every last one of my relationships.
Can you open up to me a little bit?
What you want to know?
What kind of girl are you looking for?
I'm looking for a loyal woman that understands that. What? He was making fun of me. Wasn't
No, go on. Hurry up. We're waiting.
We're listening.
I'm looking for a loyal woman that understands. I'm not like all the other niggas. I'm a little bit different.
Okay. How so?
How are you going to prove that?
Oh, I gotta prove it.
He's like, I got her
Great point, Miss Mighty. Yeah, you got to prove.
Man.
Well, she'll know it just by hanging out with me because for me, I'm a very positive person. All I like to do is joke around and laugh all day, and then fuck at night. But
I will say that you are very positive. Ever since I was talking to Bear and Vince before you came here, and we're talking about how long we've gone back. You've always been positive. I've never heard you ever be negative in a situation. Obviously, you're gonna fight somebody, so you're trying to sell the fight. But other than that, like after the fight, like, man, I got my ass beat. I beat his ass. We made good money, and I'm gonna go off and do my own thing. So you've always been a very positive person.
thank you for noticing that. I think a lot of people don't notice that about me.
Yeah.
I say that about you 24/7.
Cap.
What do you mean, Cap? I tell everybody you're one of the funnest guys to hang out with. You have the best energy. You never get off your phone, but you have amazing energy.
Yeah, I've been working a lot lately.
Money talks. Money never stops.
It's just
I made these, so no matter which and wherever I go, I'll always be with you.
no, fuck all that.
Why?
How come never got sticky shit on it?
Where?
That's not the one from his house, from his headboard. Remember that?
I bet you got one at home with a glory hole in
Yeah,
it.
you said last night. Glory hole.
The glory hole.
You think I would do that to your?
Yeah, I don't, bro. I don't know. I don't know about you, brother.
You don't?
No, I don't know.
Oh, coming from the guy who wore a wolf mask to a podcast. Let me just put this.
Yeah, I'm thinking about being a furry. I think about becoming a furry,
As a fairy. Oh, Jesus.
a wolf furry.
Don't
Come
start
on.
with that shit.
What?
Becoming a what?
A furry.
A furry.
What's that?
It's basically when you identify as an animal.
And yeah, and you wear like the whole wolf animal. And
Wait, is this real?
Yeah.
That's a real
it's a
thing.
real thing.
yeah.
My son taught me about it.
Wait, this is a real thing? Mm-hmm. So people can identify as animals?
Correct.
Why is that?
They have litter boxes
Because
in
they can.
bathrooms in California.
Yeah, I do. Actually.
Yeah, man. You can fuck a lot of white women like that.
Wait. What does white women and identifying as an animal have to do with anything?
That's where I see the fur. I saw one time we went to a fight in Pennsylvania somewhere. It was a furry convention.
A what?
Furry convention. We saw one.
Furious convention?
A furry.
Fury.
Furry.
Like Tyson Fury.
Furry.
Furry, like
the boxer.
Furry,
fuzzy,
like-
like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fur
There's like
on
50
his.
of them. They're all boxers. I know. It's crazy.
It was all white people.
They're white. They're from England. They're
All right. And so
Furies.
And so I feel like I'd be the first black furry.
Tyson Fury's going to adopt you?
You know what? I don't think I've ever seen a black furry before.
Yeah, I want to be the first.
You could be.
Hey,
Yeah.
we should do
I'm not fucking doing it.
You want to be an animal
Come
too?
on, you can be a squirrel.
No.
A squirrel?
I'm not being no fucking squirrel.
A squirrel? Why is he a squirrel? That's
How about I'll be your caretaker? Like I'll put you in a fucking
Nah, fuck
kennel
it. Nah,
and
fuck
put
it.
you
Oh
in
my
the
God,
back
you
of
can walk around with Rampage in a
like,
cage.
I'm like, down,
Nah.
down.
down.
No.
Oh my God. Can I please get a leash and go to Disneyland with you and just walk around with you all day on a leash? But you dressed up as a werewolf.
No,
that would be
You might
insane.
get the handicap pass for
Nah,
that.
fuck
Like,
that.
get to the front of the line.
No,
What?
I ain't no.
I want you to be
I don't swing that way.
Which way?
No leashes. No, I ain't having no dude. No, hell no.
What do you mean? You be a werewolf at Disneyland. I'll walk you
What the
around
fuck
on a
a
leash.
werewolf need a leash for?
Because I got to control you.
No.
Oh.
Fuck that. How you doing today? What's up next for you? Well, you got some wrestling jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-Jitsu next, Worlds at the end of Vegas, Master Worlds 2024. So it'll be my first black belt debut. And hopefully we go out there and come home with gold again because it's black belt's a different level. Like I've been submitted more as a black belt than I was as a brown belt. And that I was talking to my professor about that. He goes, well, you're just exploring now. Like you're starting all over. You're trying to develop a different game inside the gi. So I'm super excited. So if I go out there and get gold.
How long have you had your black belt now?
Fuck. 2 months? 3 months? Yeah.
Oh,
3 months now.
congratulations, man.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So it's been a little journey, but I'm excited about it.
Are you nervous? Is it like more pressure now that you're a black belt, you think?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, she notices it. I'll come home like, fuck, here we go again. It's gonna be interesting because it's a different game, right? Because you have, we talked about last time, like the gi, and then guys who I'm gonna be facing have had their black belt since they're 18 years old, 19 years old. And so granted, I have like the higher level of competition, like professionalism. But when it comes to like this is like my third tournament in jiu-jitsu that I'd be doing in a gi. So it's like, these guys have been doing it their whole fucking lives. So we'll see how it goes.
One thing I was going to ask real quick before we jump off this subject, you guys meet at Red Lobster. You guys have known each other for 18 years.
Yep.
You've been married for how long?
12.
12 of it. When did you tell her that you were going to become a professional fighter?
Well, I was already in amateur.
You
and
had
then
one amateur.
I had one amateur fight, and she'd been in all my amateur fights. And then, I mean, I don't know, you tell them.
You didn't really you never said you were going to be a professional fighter.
Yeah.
You're like, it's a hobby. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then eventually it turned into where coach was, Matt
Yep, Matt Hume.
was like, I think you have a gift.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We probably
So you never sat her down and said,
No,
babe,
no.
I want to be a professional fighter?
We talked about, because it was like full-time job, and I worked 3 or 4 jobs in and out in the beginning of a relationship, and I was one, like, I took care of everything so that he could train.
Damn.
And yeah, then it got to a point where it's like, do you really see that you could be making a living doing this? And it was like, well, you're going to have to quit your full-time job eventually. I'm like, yeah, if you want to roll, we'll do it. Like, we'll definitely.
Yeah, and then
we like a grind.
Yep.
We like a hustle. We like to have goals. Mm-hmm. And I think it's like, we'll climb wherever you want to go, we'll go.
Yep.
We'll get you there.
And I never forget, because it was like she was saying, she was working multiple jobs. I was working multiple jobs and training like Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then I worked at a job when I was doing construction. I was making good money. I was like making $14 an hour. But I was never to the gym. I could never make it to the gym on time because I'll drive up to Seattle, Medina, work there, drive home, get to the gym by 5:30, 6 o'clock. Everybody's already had their rounds. And then I was like, you know what? Like, I want to do what's going to make me happy. And she was, you should do what make you happy. So I left that job, went back to my job. I was making $10.76 an hour, working 7 to 3. I was able to get off and train. And I would train, and then I had my amateur fights, and then I went pro. And as you know, I told everybody before, when I was pro, I was still working full time. And then until I fought Dominic Cruz, that's when I was like, after I fought Dominic Cruz, I was like, that's when I kind of like stopped working full time. And I never forget the day she was like, babe, do I have to go to work? I was like, nah, you ain't got no fucking work. Jump your ass back in that bed. And then so, but there was never a point in time I was like, I'm going to be a professional fighter.
Yeah, there wasn't really a time, like a switch that was like, this is it. It was kind of just like you enjoyed it. It made you happy. It filled your bucket. Gave you that competitive edge.
See, I need a rider like that. Someone who's going to support. Yeah. You need that.
Yeah.
That's what we.
I thought I had one when I married my Japanese wife. But
she did that for you?
Yeah, she was a rider. Yeah, she left everything in Japan to come and help me raise my oldest son. Mm. Yeah. So,
She's still here in the States? Or
yeah, she's still here.
Oh, okay.
She lives in one of my houses. Bitch.
You live in one of my houses.
Did you guys always have such a good relationship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's for sure got to help to your success having someone behind you pushing you.
Yeah, 1,000%. I mean, she's always been my A1 since day one. I mean, I told her she's my best friend. She is my best friend. And everything I've ever done, she was always supporting me when it was, traveling the world and pushing me. And like, even like just to open my mind to like doing different shit, right? Mm-hmm. I'm like, I used to be very pessimist, like always close-minded, always thought negative. Not.
You were pretty negative.
Yeah, I was pretty negative.
Oh yeah.
Just because like, coming from my background, like, yeah, it was very. I don't know where the pessimist came from, but until I met her, and
you had a lot of self-doubt. You always had a lot of self-doubt. Mm-hmm. Like you were positive. Your aura was always positive. Yeah. But when it came to like chasing goals, chasing dreams, oh, this sounds fun. Nah, I can't do that. Mm-hmm. I'm like, why can't you? Yeah. Why not you? Mm-hmm. But it's not always been easy because like I also don't play games, so like not video games, but like I don't play day-to-day life games. It's like I don't, if there's an issue, we're going to address it and let's move on.
Yep.
I don't like to stir. I don't like to have emotional issues where it's like holding things inside. It's like you just move on. Like, I didn't like how you did that. Okay, let's move on.
Damn.
When did you realize your husband was the best fighter on the planet? When did you realize it?
Well, I've always thought he was the best.
But
Like all jokes aside, like I always thought, I've never seen someone come into AMC and work the way that he works. I mean, he was champion 3, 4, 5, however many times, 11, and you still would mop the mats.
Oh, yeah.
And there's people that would come in and they're like, I ain't fucking mopping those mats. And it's like you see someone so humble and just constantly grateful for what they have because they didn't come from that. They don't get lost in the ego and the hype of money and fame and you the man. But yet when you go home, like, are you still the man? Like, of course you're still the man, you know? Like, you don't question that.
Yeah.
Because we have structure. We have a great foundation, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That says a lot about a person. I'm telling you, you don't know this about the gym, but a lot of people do look at that like grunt work, like mopping the mats.
They do. They're too good for it.
Too good for it.
No, I might use those mats, but that's level 1 or that's...
Yeah. I've always been grateful for like, one thing that's always done in my training camp is I would swim by myself on Wednesdays. And after, you do 8 weeks in the pool, it's like you're spending time with, the natural elements of water. I'll swim, and then when I'm about to leave to camp to win the plane, I always get up and I'll bow and say thank you for providing me the, the element to be able to swim in the water.
You bow to the water?
Yeah, I'll turn around.
That's
I was
very
like,
Japanese of you.
Yeah. I was training in Arizona, and one of the Japanese coaches thought I was Japanese because there's a brain switch that happens when I start training, and then when I hit pads with Yogi, he was like, "I want you pop, 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 let it breathe." I'm like, "Height." And I kept saying hi, and hi means yes in Japanese or affirmative. I got you, whatever. And so when I was in Arizona and he was working with me, and I just kept saying hi, and he goes, "Are you fucking Japanese?" I was like, no. I just, I've traveled and I've trained in Japan. And when I was communicating with the Japanese, I was just saying hi. And so now it's like something that like now when I train or when I'm like actually like, you can tell when I'm locked in, I'm learning when I'm going hi. And that's when Matt, like when he's training, we're like hi. And it's just fucking weird.
When you were swimming in the pool, was that the kiddie pool?
No. But guess what? I was able to tread water like 4.5 feet. I was like, yeah, baby.
Listen, I do want to say that probably out of all the world champions we deal with, you're probably one of the most humble and respectful to everybody around you, which I always thought was very admirable of you. I was telling Rampage just that no matter who we put around you, whether it's our staff, whether it's the cleanup team, whether it's another influencer, whether it's a celebrity, you are the same person to everybody, and that says a lot about your character. It also shows why you're a world champion, and you have good people around you. Yeah. Your wife seems amazing. You guys seem like you have an amazing relationship.
That's refreshing to see around here because Bear's stuck up like a motherfucker, man. He's a control freak. See, he the boss of all these motherfuckers. You see, he's talking about, let me lace you and control you. So it's refreshing to see that you got all these accolades, one of the best fighters in the motherfucking world. You so humble. And this asshole right here, he just talk down all his workers.
So Exhibit A, Rampage in his prime. This was when you knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Maybe.
It is. And so we printed these out, and I gave one to everybody yesterday at Dave & Buster's. And then I left them in the bathrooms and by the games and by the bar and with all the waitresses.
Why you didn't give me one?
I did. I brought you like 7. They're all in here.
Oh, thank you.
But I just want to let you know that we support you very heavily, no matter if you identify as a werewolf, tiger, girl, or anything that you want. Yeah, whatever it is.
Oh my God.
What?
You trying to defame my werewolf? I've been trying to tell you guys for years that I'm a werewolf. I'm a werewolf.
Okay. I mean, there's tons of lionesses
to get it right,
in the plane.
Don't disrespect my wolfness before I wolf out on your motherfucking ass.
I heard you howling like a lioness in the bathroom.
A lioness. Right? Lions don't roar.
This motherfucker's so disrespectful. You are so motherfucking disrespectful, motherfucker. That's fucked up. You disrespected me.
I can't.
You disrespected my wolfness. Don't go against the motherfucking wolf.
Is there a Rampage in that mess?
Don't disrespect the wolf.
I feel like we're getting punked right now.
No,
I can't tell if that's really Rampage.
Don't disrespect me. Apologize about talking shit about the wolf.
What wolf? I wasn't talking about you. I wasn't talking about you. I was just saying in general. Dude, you realize you're a scary guy, right? And so Oh, I love having you. I love all this. I love everything about you. Here we go. There we go. This is Rampage Jackson's drink. I love having it. I'll do it all day long. I'll have Rampage.
You can't take him serious, nothing he say.
Why? This is my favorite drink.
Well, but by the way, though, I noticed that you are really good at breaking stuff down, and I really admire it. I wish I was more like that. But I've been studying this move because I'm trying to box with Rashard Evans.
Yep.
So I want to show you this one move and break it down and see if you I want to see how you feel about it. Come here, okay. Let me show you.
All right.
Okay.
I knew this was gonna happen.
No, it's one move I've been working on ducking a punch like so. When you throw that punch, I'm gonna duck and come back. I'm not gonna hit you then. You throw it, I've been working and then and then come back. Do it like okay. So when I do it, no, y'all do. You gotta duck and.
I approve it. It's approved. You broke his posture. Grab the back of his head, the crown. You get that good leverage.
Bro,
when he pulls away, you can just come back down.
Got him. Man, hey, that was your gift for talking about the fucking wolf.
See, this is the problem. When you were showing it, I was like, okay, he just sitting there. I was like, he should have sit behind that shoulder. There, you hit him more. Then you wouldn't.
I thought he was gonna be my nuts, so I was trying to protect.
I saw some guy do that to an old guy in Russia on fucking Instagram. I was like, I'm going to get buried.
This guy's on TikTok all day. Someone just called you out at 135. I think it was Brooks.
Jared Brooks.
Yeah. What's going on with that?
Nothing.
What do you think about him calling you out?
I think it.
Be honest.
I've been in this sport for a very long time. John Dotson, Kyojo Horiguchi, Chris Curiaso, John Dotson again, Joseph Benavidez, Henry Cejudo. I mean, I can name off the whole list of guys that have called me out. When you've been around the sport, and I'm grateful to be around the sport for a very, very long time, and I'm grateful that people are still calling me out, even though I haven't fought in almost a year and a half. I think it's a good problem to have. Like, if people are going to talk about you and you're not even involved in the sport as much as they are, that's a good thing, to have. But I think Jared Brooks is a great fighter. He just got his belt back from, it was a inaugural, because he lost it because he spiked Joshua Pacquiao on the head. And he called me out, and yeah, that's what it is.
That's what you want to go up against next?
No.
Are you upset about him calling you out?
No, not at all.
Are you upset that he's an interim champ at 125?
No. Why would I be upset?
Does it make you want to fight him more?
No.
Nothing. You're just like, keep doing your thing.
Keep doing your thing.
You just not focused on MMA at all.
No.
You don't
you don't ever want to fight MMA again?
Don't care for
it. You turning your back on MMA?
No. Like I said, I mean, I'm just at this point in my life where I've talked to people, and I think the smartest thing to do is, and she can attest to this. I mean, she can tell you guys, like, how many pictures do we have hanging up in the wall in the house of anything in mixed martial arts? Zero. Are my belts on display besides my studio? No. You can walk in my house, you won't see not one fucking thing in mixed martial arts. Like, people who were just hanging out with. We went to a barbecue and people had no idea what I did. And I was like, that's how it should be. Like, you guys shouldn't know what I do or how I make my money. So for me, every single I fought in mixed martial arts, like she said, I would win my fights. I would go home and leave that life behind. And so when I've been removed from it for a year and a half, it's almost like I'm not missing anything. Like, I saw Matt, you guys had Matt Brown on the podcast.
The Immortal.
And I saw Matt Brown said to him about, like, it's hard for Tony Ferguson to leave the sport, right? Like, he was like, it's a drug. It's like you can't, I never fell in love with that drug. I never fell in love with, like, don't get me wrong, like, sometimes when me and her sit back and relax and we think about, like, the career I've had in mixed martial arts, and we enjoyed it, but we didn't really, like, lavish in the moment. You know what I mean? So, but for me, I've always, like, I would fight. Like, I never forget, after I knocked out Adriano the first time, and they went out and partied, and I was just so fucking tired. I went back to the hotel room. I was just chilling. And I never forget, I got a call from Chatri. Chatri goes, hey, man, like, I just want to say I appreciate you. I thought when you came over here to fight in one championship, I thought you would come over here just for a check. But, like, you came over here and you fucking showed out. Like, I was a beautiful display of mixed martial arts. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. I'm fucking tired. I'm going to bed. And I went to bed and went home and went back to regular life. Like, took care of Tyron, Maverick, Tanith. And so, for me, when people call me out, I was like, okay, called me out.
It's just a job.
It's just a job.
You're like, I just have a cool job. Like,
Yeah.
That's all it is. He doesn't identify as, like, that is who I am. Like there's a lot of people that do, and like they take MMA or their lights and cameras and the red carpet life and they take that out, who are they?
Yeah.
You know, and that was his biggest thing of I used to want to hang his stuff all over, and he's like, no, absolutely not. And so we'd have camera crews at one point when we allowed cameras in the house, and they're like,
where the fucking belt's at?
Where's everything?
Where
they were
is
like
everything?
expecting to film shit on the walls, and I'm like, it's in the closet. He doesn't want it out.
Yeah.
And back then, to be honest, I never understood. But now that we have children that are older, and I understand, I have mad respect for it.
Yeah.
You know, I really do, because it's like it's not who he is. He's way more than just a badass athlete. You know, there's way more to him than that.
My buddy came over, one of my best friends from childhood, and I had my SB in the closet, and he goes, "Nigga, you got an SB?" He goes, "Get this motherfucker on the wall." And I was playing games. I was like, "You think so?" He goes, "Yes." You know how many people go the whole fucking life as an athlete?
You beat Conor McGregor in that category.
Yeah, Conor and Floyd. Yeah, and he goes, "You get this motherfucker." So now it's on display in my game room, but throughout the house there's nothing. So to bring back to the context of things. I don't really care when people call me out. I think it's a good thing that people still want to fight me, even though there's a lot more great athletes out there, right?
But you do realize that, and humbly speaking, that you're the greatest to ever fight in mixed martial arts. You're the GOAT.
Yeah,
so
I think
don't you feel that like? So if there's nothing left to prove, and you're officially done, don't you feel like the world deserves that like victory tour? Deserves that like, hey, I'm officially done.
Well,
like, I feel like the world of
I
MMA
do.
needs that.
I 100%.
And I feel like you need it respectfully.
I will advocate for that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I do believe that.
Yeah, I think,
deserve it, bro.
I think when I officially like say it, you know, because I always like to leave that door open, like just like you left that door open, right? Like you're always gonna have that love for mixed martial arts,
but he's not officially retired.
I know that, and I'm not officially.
He's not
retired
either.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just saying mixed martial arts is not on my mind right now.
Got it.
Doesn't mean I'm not like if something came through, it was like, hey man, you want to do this fight? I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? Right? Like I still train every day. My weight's still good.
So you still are training MMA?
No, I don't train MMA.
Just jiu-jitsu?
I train martial arts.
Got it.
But it's jiu-jitsu, right? Like I can still I haven't hit pads in what? That was the second time I hit pads with Yogi in like a year and a half, and I can still move.
You looked incredible yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday at the shoot, him and Coach Yogi, we had them do some content.
Yeah.
So Coach Yogi was holding pads. The guy looked like he was ready to go fight for the belt.
Yeah, but I still
He
understand.
still has it.
I still have it.
I mean,
right?
Bro, you're the GOAT. Of course you still have it.
But I mean, like a lot of people
We're definitely
think,
not doubting that.
but I feel like when people think like you don't train mixed martial arts doesn't mean you still can't do it. It might not be to the highest level, but I can get back to the highest level just like you can, right?
Absolutely.
So for me, I think when the time does come and I do officially retire, then I'll be like more open about like, okay, these are the reasons why, I set goals for myself, and then be more open about that situation.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, you're younger than me by like what 9 years or something.
No, fuck no. You're like what, 42?
I'm 46.
Oh, you're 46? Yeah, I'll be 38 in next week.
Yep.
So, yeah. So,
Yeah. So what my advice, like if you're gonna leave that door open, just if you do come back, just fight against somebody closer to your age.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a beautiful thing that like, you know, and here's the thing too, like you can like, you know, Bibiano Fernandez, your right favorite, they just had a grappling match at 80XC5 and he got to compete against somebody that he fought 18 years ago. They're both the same age. He's 44, he's 45. You got to leave these young cats, let them fight young people. It's just like Jon Jones fighting Tom Aspinal. You know, granted, that fight, I will love to see that fight, but Jon Jones is 37, 38 years old. Tom Aspinall is like 28, 29, I believe. I don't know the exact number. Yeah.
That's
you know.
the gap when him and I fought.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
was a lot younger than me when I fought.
Yeah.
But
And
Jon Jones has the belt.
Exactly,
That's
he has
gotta
the
be
belt.
that's gotta be talked about though. That's
absolutely.
not like a super hyped match. That's something that needs to be resolved in the UFC immediately.
Yeah, but I also think like the Jon Jones versus Stipe Miocic doesn't need to be for a belt. Like that's a legend fight, like those two fighting. And then it will still sell as many pay-per-views. I'm sure Jon Jones can still get the exact same fucking pay, whether he's a champion or not. And they can just like, hey, this is a legend fight. If I decide to fight again, but I can't dictate Jon Jones' career. I'm not gonna dictate what he should or he can't do, right?
Yeah.
It's just me as a fan
Yeah.
out there. I'm like, oh man, I would love to see Jon Jones fight Tom Aspinall. But if he doesn't, if he goes, you know, I'm gonna just fight, you know, Stipe, he's a household name. Go ahead, do your thing, John.
You'd be okay with that.
I'll be okay with
I'm
it.
gonna
Yeah.
ask a question. If you were Stipe, how would you train for that Jon Jones fight?
Fuck, I have no idea. Because when I look at Stipe, he hasn't fought in 4 years. The last time he fought, he got knocked out. And how's his body feeling? And it's hard. Like, be away from the fight game for 4 years, and he's doing amazing things. He's a firefighter. It's gonna be very, very hard.
I hope he's training like.
I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is. I mean, he's an athlete.
But Mighty Mouse, like, as someone who understands the game probably better than anyone, and technically you understand the game at a level that very few can.
Yeah.
If you were Stipe's coach, what would you tell him to do?
I would have fucking worked the clinch.
Really?
Worked the clinch. You get on to John. Like, you can't give John that space to set up.
Because how long he is?
How long he is, but when you get in that realm, you gotta watch for Jon Jones elbows. You gotta watch out for his clinch game. You gotta, you gotta be be fucking ready to go.
That's funny you say that. I heard Jon Jones do an interview, and he said the reason why he doesn't commentate MMA fights or UFC fights is that if you hear a fighter fight, you'll hear how they think, you'll hear how they think about the game, what they would think about their game plan. You'll know a lot more about them. Do you think that that's true?
1000%. If they're intelligent, yeah.
Rampage, what do you think about that?
Yeah, this is what I know about Jon Jones. That the reason why I called him Neo in the past is because his mind is so strong. He has one of the strongest minds I ever seen in this sport, right? And I seen it in the kid. Like when I was doing interviews and stuff, going against him in a fight, I seen it in him. I seen it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, this guy's mind is strong.
You understood that.
I understood that because fighting is about imposing your will. And a lot of people don't understand what will is, what free will. Like, we've been lied to about will and what free will is, right? So, but fighting is imposing your will on the other person. And so, you know what I'm saying? And Jon Jones, he understands that to a T. You know what I'm saying? I understand it, but not as good as Jon Jones. And I'm not going to sit here and break it down for everybody, but it's because everybody don't believe in this type of stuff.
That's an incredible statement.
Yeah, so
I've never heard you say that.
Yeah. The same thing. I have to play the fool a lot of times. I don't want people to know what the fuck going on.
Well, that is a really crazy way to think about fighting, because it's you deciding whatever you want to do, you're going to do to another man at the highest level. That's the definition of imposing your will.
Quick, too.
I'm very impressed, brother. It's a great take. I was being so nice to you.
No, you can never tell.
Well, I didn't know. I was being so nice.
Because I can never tell. I'm just going to hit, fuck you.
That's what happened.
Just in case you want
That's
to
what
get
happened
me.
when you do
I'm
a podcast with a chow chow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what? It's okay. One thing I want to know
What the fuck
is...
you doing laughing back there?
Stop.
Vinny.
We don't talk to the people outside
No,
the
I don't
table.
give a
That's
fuck.
the fourth wall.
I don't give a fuck.
You're breaking the fourth wall.
I don't give a fuck. You don't laugh when he called me a fucking chow chow when I'm clearly a fucking werewolf.
Don't laugh at him. I will kill you if you laugh at
Fucking
Rampage Jackson.
Eric Hawani looking like
Errol
a
Hawani.
motherfucker.
Laugh at him again and I'll stab you.
Thank you.
Got you. I got your back.
Vinny, I'm calling HR for you. Fucking workplace.
Vinny, I got you this. Sorry about that. Stupid. Gonna ruin the whole show when we have the goat here.
Yeah, we got the goat here.
Yeah,
man.
you
fucking
break
up
down
show,
the fourth
Vinny.
wall, and we got Miss Mighty. I almost decapitated her with the Rampage Jackson life
I
size.
ducked, though.
Hell, hey, good. Hey, you have great. I actually didn't think it was gonna fly straight. It is. You have a lot of girth, even to your signs. That's incredible.
Do your wife train MMA at all?
She's trained a couple. She's done jiu-jitsu in the gi before, and she's done some.
I can hit pads.
She can hit pads. She know her triangle. She know her arm bar.
I got a good question mark kick.
Yeah, she got a great question mark kick. Yep.
So you guys train together? You spar?
We never grapple before. We grapple before in the
grappled
bedroom and all that good stuff.
Like for fun or like for training?
No.
Wait, for fun or training? Wait, I gotta know.
Actually, for
I
training,
gotta know.
I don't think we've ever like grappled at the gym like jiu-jitsu. Like I think we have. Yes, we have.
Have you guys ever did BJJ? Butt naked Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu?
Absolutely. His fucking mouth.
The mouth does move.
Wait, what is it called? What is it called?
Butt
In
naked.
BJJ, butt naked Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
That's incredible.
You've never done that before, have you?
No, but that's a very funny joke.
You should try it sometime.
What's your thoughts on
that's
CGI, the Craig Jones
I
invitation
love
on the
it.
ADCC controversy? Are you upset about this? Does
No.
it ruin the hype? Because I think he's doing something incredible for the sport.
I think it's doing something incredible for the sport. I think the biggest thing I'm gonna come in as a realist and a purist. Is like first thing I think about is like, hey, how sustainable is it? Right? How sustainable is it? $3 million on the line. Everybody who competes is gonna get $10,000. If you win it, you get $1 million, and then two winners can win it. So there's $3 million. It's for charity. So all that money that's being funded is all donations.
So when you win it, you gotta give your money to charity?
No, fucker. No,
you said
it's for charity. They're doing it for charity, like the ticket sales, the viewership, all that stuff. So I'm sure they're gonna have it on YouTube. So the YouTube's gonna generate some type of ad revenue, and from that ad revenue, they're gonna keep that, or they might donate it to charity. So who's fronting the money, and then will it be happening again next year? The year after that, the year after that, year after that. We all seen this happen before with Affliction. Affliction was one of the
great
organization. It was a clothing brand. They're paying, Andre Arlovsky $1.5 million, Fedor Emelianenko $1 million, paying everybody fucking big ass bags. Vitor Belfort, them motherfuckers ain't around anymore. Right. So I think the CJI is a great thing to get more athletes to make money. I'm 1,000% on board with that because I do believe, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu athletes should be making a lot more money. And we'll see. I'm a big fan of it. I'm going to go to CJI. I'm supporting Craig Jones. And I can't wait to see how the event goes. And then I hope they keep on doing it and go from there.
I kind of feel like the Affliction show probably got sabotaged a little bit.
Why do you say that?
Because I heard stuff. I heard stuff around the campfire, and fighters wasn't making purses like that back in those days.
No, those purse payouts.
I know,
right? Like,
I know.
So you don't think they were making 1.5 million?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I know they were making that. So I'm saying like UFC wasn't really paying people purses like that, and so
no, but the reason why, if we pull back the curtains, right? We don't know. Us sitting here right now, we don't know what the cost is to put on a UFC event. We don't know. We truly don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Right? All we see is when TKO, when they announce earnings every quarter, it's always a fucking blowout sales. What's the operating cost? What is, X, Y, and Z? Okay, after that, after all that pie's gone, how much is left there to give to the fighters? Granted, the paying the fighters is part of that pie of the deductions that they're using, but as operating costs to operate the business. So what is left around that pie to give? You know what I mean? But when you look at Affliction, I'm sure they're like, you get $1 million, you get $1 million, give it. All right, after everything's done and said, we are fucking negative. So we can't keep on doing that.
Yeah, they must have lost a lot. They must have lost a lot of money because they was killing it. They was killing it in the clothing game. They was making
the clothing was great. It was almost like Bad Boy, right? Like was it Bad Boy? Yeah, it was Bad Boy.
Affliction went to another level though.
They went to the level. I feel like they had jeans too.
Yeah, they had everything.
You're part of. You had
the Affliction the highest selling Affliction T-shirt of all time.
The chains. I remember it was the chains on the bottom of the Affliction. I remember. I was a big fan, motherfucker.
Oh, thank you, bro. I've always been.
We're all fans, and your T-shirts were actually pretty fresh.
Yeah.
He's always had crazy style, believe it or not. And I'm not even capping. You've always been someone who was identified in MMA as being a trailblazer and pioneer of your style, which has always made him a great fit for JAXXON. You've always been original. You do have a little riz with the ladies. I would say you're venturing into your prime right now.
That's right, baby.
Come on, give me some love, brother. You know I'm always behind you.
Come on.
Wolf, like this. Come on, brother. Really? You gonna leave me hanging like that in front of everybody? Come on, give me some love. You know I got you. No? Okay, so one thing I want to tell you is as we're going into this new season of your life and as you become this like jiu-jitsu phenom, and everybody already knows that you're like incredible MMA. You're the GOAT, right? Without glazing, as Rampage calls it.
Glazing.
What makes you have some sort of X factor? Because I'm sure everybody that faces you is going to give it their all because their goal in life would be to kind of like compete against you in a competition, let alone beat you. So obviously you're going through a lot more than most people at these competitions.
Yeah. I don't fucking think about it. But what's my X factor? I don't know. Just train. I mean, jiu-jitsu now is something for fun. I train 3 days a week. An hour and a half. So, maybe 5 hours a week, right? When I was doing mixed martial arts, I was training fucking in the morning. I mean, just pure jiu-jitsu, probably 5 hours a week. But that's it. I'll call them later. But when it comes to like MMA, I was training like maybe 25 hours a week in MMA. So 5 to 25 hours, it's just a different beast. Everything was just more detail. Where jiu-jitsu for me is just an avenue for me to enjoy and search for competition while still building, the Mighty Cast, the YouTube channel, working on my clothing brand, working on Santos Studio, helping whenever I can there, and spending time with the kids, helping them through their football, my son do his jiu-jitsu competition, my daughter, like those things those are way more important to me than trying to be the best in the world in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Like if I could be the best in the world in jiu-jitsu by training, 5 hours a week, fuck yeah, awesome. Like I'm happy, right? But if I lose, I'm like, oh shit, man, bank count's still good, life's still good. I'm happy, I'm healthy.
Miss Mighty, is he a nerd? Does he read a lot of books and stuff like that? He's really intelligent. Most fighters are not this damn smart. Shit.
He doesn't read a lot.
Is he kind of nerdy?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He
Fucking
loves
nerd.
to do research.
What's the definition of a nerd, Rampage?
Fucking this little motherfucker. what does he eat? What's his diet like?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so breakfast is the same. It's been the same forever.
No. Go ahead, babe. Tell him what it is.
2 eggs and some egg whites.
Oh, that's cool.
3 sausage.
Oh, Jesus.
You like that sausage?
Jesus.
And
Early.
either gluten-free oatmeal or toast.
Oh, no.
Depending on.
You allergic to gluten?
I just try to keep it out of my diet. Just
I heard it's not
Puffs you
good
up.
for you. I heard it's not good for you.
Makes you
Mainly
bloated.
protein.
bit.
Protein rice, protein, sweet potato,
that's
protein.
nice.
It's very clean. It's very clean.
What's his guilty dessert, like his treat, like a choice?
Like something sweet?
Yeah, does he?
Like white chocolate or white cake or.
Nope.
Oh yeah, I can tell. He like I'm not surprised.
It all makes sense. Rampage, we got Sherlock Holmes over here. You figured it out. You cracked the code, Rampage. Oh my God, Rampage got it out of you.
Right on into it.
Oh
Yes.
wow, Rampage, you are good.
hand.
That is incredible.
And does he eat the groceries?
Loves groceries.
Hello. Rampage, you got it all today.
What? We got his wife here.
That is
when do we
crazy.
get to interview a wife?
That is, wow, the groceries was a good one, Rampage.
I'm sorry.
That was
It was
incredible.
a bit invasive, but I didn't think.
Was
she
it
gonna-
invasive?
I didn't think she was going to.
But the things you say, groceries is invasive. I've
Yeah.
heard you say some outlandish stuff.
I don't. That's not
We
me.
are
That's
all adults.
Hey, I'm here for it.
we're
I'm
married
here
We
for
are
all
it.
the
all
time.
adults. Rampage is somewhat an adult, but we're all adults.
Right.
I'm like.
And I like
He's
it.
got kids, so he knows what eating groceries is like.
Hey, whoa! None of my kids. Oh, well, hold on. This is a lie. My 2 oldest sons said they love eating groceries.
You ask your kids if they love eating the groceries?
Hey, I'm really close to all my kids. My kids, we talk about everything.
That's nice.
Bro, you guys have no idea what type of parent I am. I don't shelter my kids from the world. Like my dad was like this with me.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid. I've been fucking since I was 5, right? And my dad, my dad, we used to watch like Skinamax back in the day, Cinemax.
Yep.
I remember the first time I had an orgasm, I ran home. I told my dad, I said, Dad, my dick got a cold. He said, what you mean? I said, some snot came out of my dick.
Oh, God.
He was like, what was you doing? And I told him I was fucking a girl.
Yeah.
He said, oh, boy, ain't nothing wrong with you. Your dick ain't sick. That's cum, boy.
You think it's sick? It's
Yeah, the first time, I told my
went
dad,
real.
and my
Well,
dad,
we haven't had that conversation with my children yet, so
Yeah,
hopefully we
no.
got 7
No,
more
we're gonna wait a little bit of
years.
time.
Let's wait a little bit.
Yeah.
Wait till
Yeah.
they're a little bit
I'm
older.
just saying, my dad was so cool with me as a
Yeah.
kid.
Yes.
You do have a cool dad.
Yeah, and I didn't have to lie to him and stuff like that. And I could always tell him everything. So I was like, I'm gonna be like that with my kids.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
my oldest boys and stuff like that. When they turned 18, I took them to the strip club in Hawaii to see if they like it. My youngest
This
son,
is
they
a
like,
naked woman's son.
yes, and these are what you do to titties.
Yeah.
You gotta.
No, I think it's amazing because I think a lot of kids are sheltered today, and I think for our oldest Tyron, he's always been very mature for his age. Maverick, he's getting there. He's 9, and my daughter, she don't know. I mean, she's just fucking crazy. She's not crazy. I apologize,
I know what
Tana,
you're saying, yeah.
but she's a handful. She knows what she wants. She's very assertive. Like she goes, no, we need to do this. You're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
You ruined it. So I'm not too worried about her, but I think it's very important. And me and her, we try to break the cycle. That's one thing we talked about when we got married. Before we got married and we jumped in this relationship is that we want to break the cycle. We both come from broken homes. My mom's been married twice. I have 5 different brothers. Her dad and mom, same thing, divorce. And we're like, I ain't got time for that. We don't have time for this shit. And we want to make sure we build this relationship with our children. That way, when they get older, it's like, you at a party, you got drunk, call me.
Yeah.
I'll fucking come get you. Like, don't, try to drive home, get a DUI, kill somebody. You want to build that relationship with them now.
Yeah.
So when they do get there, just like your kids are a little older, when they're 25, like that, I fucked up. Like, I need help. Come get me. So
Or in his case, it's reversed. Because he called his son and his son brought him
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
Hey, I like it though. I like it.
Great conduit of love. Goes
I
both
mean,
ways.
it
I
does.
don't-
It should be.
Yeah, I don't drink and drive, but the thing, my 2 older boys, they don't like alcohol because when they were a little bit younger, I was a single parent with both of them, and I was outside by my pool having some beers, and I was looking I was like, you guys want to try some beer?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm like, yeah. I gave them warm beer.
Yeah.
I gave them warm. I didn't give them cold beer. I gave them warm beer.
Yep.
They opened up. I was like, whoa. Take your time, enjoy it. Warm beer is gross.
Oh, fucking disgusting. But see, for them, they're like, this is what it's supposed to taste like.
And then they didn't, so they don't like alcohol. But I never smoke weed with my kids, and they get influenced by, so they like weed.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Kids, if you don't like get a good relationship with your kids, and when like what the world is like, they will get influenced by other people.
1,000%.
Yeah.
So
100%.
I kind of wish they didn't smoke weed because I don't smoke weed anymore, and I'm really against drugs. But just only because my black son is a athlete,
Okay.
and my oldest son, he's albino. He can't do any full contact sports. So he smoke weed. He want to be a rapper and stuff like that. I guess that's the rap life. I just told him don't go to no Diddy parties.
Yeah.
Listen,
That's good advice.
I think it's great advice.
Thank you. I think I'm a good dad.
You are.
They ain't out
And your
there
kids
breaking.
respect you.
Yeah, they're not out there,
absolutely.
fucking breaking, breaking the law, and they're not out there robbing people. They're not out there selling dope or anything like that. Like,
They're good kids.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
I think our society puts a lot of stress, and we do as parents. Like, we put a lot of stress on our children to be like us. But all we want to do is raise good fucking people. Because there's a lot of assholes. There's a lot of rich assholes out there. There's a lot of people out there who try to take advantage of people. And like for us, we're just like, we just want you to be happy, whatever it is you do.
That's the key.
and not hurt
Yeah.
anyone, right?
Yeah,
So
the key is just to have a nice relationship with people where you can talk freely.
Yep.
People don't feel judgmental.
Right.
People don't feel
Right.
attacked.
Yeah.
People feel like they can conversate with each other. But the most important concept, one thing I do want to just say before we go, is that is one of the best lines, is that if you are a dad, if you are a family member watching this, or someone that's looking for advice, what Mighty Mouse just said is 100% correct. If you build a relationship with your kids, they'll call you instead of going home drinking and driving and kill someone. They'll call you and say, hey, yo, I'm in trouble. And that's all most kids need. Most kids need a hug, and they need to know that someone will
Absolutely.
listen to them.
Absolutely.
And if you can just build that at a younger age, you'll be good. I got a great relationship with my dad for the same
Yeah,
reason.
your dad's super cool.
Yeah, he'll be here every day. He'll check up on everybody.
But your sisters are cool. I was talking to his sisters yesterday, and
Yeah.
both your sisters are really cool.
One's an attorney, and one's like trying to save the world, and is like a poet, and like loves like just to talk to people. And I feel like everybody in my family loves to talk. I'm a lot more louder and rambunctious, but everybody has the same concept of life, which is just be cool to your community.
yeah.
Build your community.
We need more of that.
You're overprotective over your sisters, huh?
Well, I mean, anybody would be.
No,
I hang
yeah,
out with
no,
a
no,
bunch
I'm
of
talking about-
high testosterone fighter.
I was talking to
men.
his sisters, and he was like over there, like.
No, I was showing.
Yes,
no,
100%,
I was looking
100%.
at the girl you were showing her in your DM. You had a girl on your DM with a BBL, and you're
I
like,
don't even like BBL.
then what butt were you showing her? I just want to see the girl's
I didn't show
Instagram.
your sisters them, but I'm talking to his sisters, and I've been knowing them since they was younger.
Yeah. Wait,
We
he
talking-
was like, yo, look at this girl I'm hollering at.
Yeah.
And he showed out this girl, and this girl had one of the craziest BBLs I've ever seen. I
I don't
said,
even like BBLs.
you don't?
I've always been voices back. I don't like
we
BBLs.
saw our first one. We were in Florida, and it was just fucking whack. And she had these skinny ass legs. I was like, you can't, like, you have to have big ass quads. Like anyone who has like a nice butt, they have a nice set of legs to match it, right? And it was all like,
Hide it a little bit, at least, ladies, hide it a little bit. Don't overdo it. Like if I can't tell it's a BBL, then I can't tell.
yeah.
That's all you need.
I still smack though.
Oh, you would?
No, I would. I'm joking. I haven't smashed a BBL yet.
Never.
Not that I know.
Your
of.
whole life, you've
know
never
of.
smashed
Not
a girl
that
with a
you know
BBL.
of.
You're lying.
No, I'm not.
You've never ever.
I do a whole lot of things, but I don't lie on my ding-a-lang.
You don't have a ding-a-ling?
I don't lie on my ding-a-ling.
Oh, okay. I was gonna make sure. I thought you were a transformer. So listen, one thing I want to end this podcast with as we come in. What's wrong, dude? Don't get emotional today. Not today, brother. We have a lot of
You can
podcasts.
start singing.
I know. Don't. I want to hear you howl one time, please. Okay, here goes the straw. Pantoja, 125. What are your thoughts on him? Any suitable?
I think he's great.
Yeah?
I think he's great. Alex Pantoja, I've always felt he's been a dark horse at the beginning of his career in the UFC.
Why is that?
I just felt because it's very, well, to begin with, I feel like the flyweight division always had a hard time picking up any traction. I mean, this isn't something new. I mean, even when I was a champion in the UFC, it wasn't the most popular in the whole roster of the UFC. And I think Alex Pantoja, he came into the Ultimate Fighter. He didn't win the Ultimate Fighter. Tim Elliott ended up winning it. Alex Pantoja, very, very good, well-rounded, grappling. That's his strongest suit, I believe. He had a great fight with Steve Erceg. Steve Erceg was having his way with him on the feet. I think Steve Erceg made some bad decisions by trying to out-wrestle fucking Pantoja. Just wasn't, the best way to get the job done. And I think he's great for the division. I think, Muhammad Mokaev would have been a good option for him to fight. But Muhammad Mokaev is still young. He's 24 years old. He's got a long, long career ahead of him. Anybody else in that division, I don't know who else could fight him. And that's a problem sometimes when you have a long road to get to the belt, is that you beat all the contenders. Now that, he's a champion, it's like, who's he going to fight next? Like, I thought Muhammad Mokaev would have been a good option. After that, you have Steve Erceg is taking on Kai France. I think Pantoja can beat both those guys. He's already beat Steve Erceg. I think he beat Kai France with the grappling. Other than that, it's his division. It's just, I feel like it's his division, and I think it's his time. It's his time to shine. He's worked very hard his whole entire career, and I'm very happy for him.
Yeah, I do think that some of these divisions, they get so top heavy. Then at one point where the guy who gets the belt, are you done? What are you doing over there?
Good, baby. Keep doing your thing,
John. No, go ahead. Yeah. Play with your magic bullet.
You're saying that I agree with you, but I think a guy like, you look at a guy like Ilia Topuria, he didn't fight all the top guys to get to that belt, right? So now his next fight's against Max Holloway. If he beats Max Holloway, he can fight Volkanovski again, and after Volkanovski, he can fight another guy in the division.
Yeah.
So he didn't fight all the top guys. He didn't fight top 10. He didn't fight 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 to get there. He just fought this guy, boom, fights for the belt, boom.
Well, I mean, we see that even with the matchups, like Sanhagen's number 2 this last fight.
Yeah.
He's fighting an 11th or 10th ranked fighter.
Yep.
I mean, does that give him the second ranking if he wins, which he did? I mean,
does
that mean Corey Sandhagen goes to 10? I mean, I don't understand some of the ranking matchups.
I don't think so, but I think, that was such a key matchup for Umar Nurmagomedov taking on Corey Sandhagen. So now that you have Umar, who's going to fight the winner of Merab versus Sugar Sean O'Malley, it's great because if Umar beats Sugar Sean O'Malley, then Umar can fight Merab. Umar can fight, the next 135. He can fight. He hasn't fought the top 10, which is I like.
But you agree with that?
I agree with that because
like an 11th ranked fighter fighting number 2. So Corey's fighting. He's 2. He's fighting 11 now. 11 goes to the top 3.
Yeah, I think 11 goes to top 3, and then he can fight for the belt, and then he gets a fresh outlook of what he can fight next. Right, because if you have a guy like Patty Pillman, another example, right? Like he just fought
Bobby Green.
Bobby Green beat Bobby Green. Now let's say Bobby, that's 155.
He didn't beat Bobby Green. Bobby Green slipped.
Yeah, he slipped.
Hey,
I love Bobby Green.
Don't do that.
I love Bobby
Green.
Hey, he's a Jackson athlete.
Hey, I love Bobby
He's
Green.
just one of our boys too.
Yeah, he's one of our boys.
He a dog.
He slipped.
He slipped.
He slipped.
He slipped.
He slipped.
He slipped the whole time. He slipped.
Yeah.
He didn't.
He slipped.
Patty the Batty did not beat Bobby Green.
You know he slipped. He slipped.
I had Bobby Green running that fight going into it.
Yes.
I felt he was the way he would talk, and Patty gets hit a lot. And I figured Bobby Green would, kick him and move and catch him. But then when he did that double leg, when he shot that double leg, and then he got in a suit in that grappling match, I was like, fuck. It's something that he's very, you don't typically see him do that. But, and that's the thing for me, like when I come to in this role of being an analyst and picking fights, I tell everybody, please pick against me. Please pick against me to lose and get choked out. I don't care, right? If I pick against you or if I pick you to win, like Izzy, I love Izzy. And he should whoop DDP's ass. He better fucking whoop his ass, right? And there's something against DDP. This is a true fan. I'm a true fan of Izzy Adesanya.
Yeah.
Now, if Izzy doesn't go out there and get in that boy's ass and allow DDP to dictate the pace and let him, out wrestle him and let him be flat footed and not wonky, but he's kind of like unorthodox. Izzy's gonna fucking lose. He's going to lose. But if Izzy goes out there and gets after him and starts hunting him, clinches him, tries to wrestle him, he should fucking win. Now, when me giving my analyst opinion on that, it's not me talking shit about DDP. It's not me talking shit about Izzy Adesanya. This is how I think the fight's going to go out. And
Absolutely.
I think this is how I hope the fight goes out. Not once in my whole entire career of being an analyst, I'm like, this guy fucking sucks. Okay, guys, this guy can't do this. Even Bilal Muhammad. Oh, dude, you mean judge a horrible analyst? I was like, dog, I haven't seen you fight that much. one, I feel like you're a reactionary fighter. Two, and then I gave him praise. I was like, dude, what he did to Leon Edwards, he closed that void. He jumped on him and he did not stop. He did a great thing. He didn't, and he outstruck him. When he outstruck him, it wasn't a clean. He wasn't pop, 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 pop. It was not clean. But what he did got the job done. Everybody sees it as shit talking. I was like, no, that's me as an analyst, right?
Who called you out?
Oh no, Bilal did it, but he didn't agree with my analyst, right? Which is fine.
So your analysis of Bilal then said what about it?
He said I suck.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not worried about that though. But I just tell him like when I analyze a fight, it's just like, could you imagine who just retired? Tom Brady. Now he's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Multiple Super Bowl rings. As you look at me, if I was to compare myself to Tom Brady, I've had 15 world title fights. Successful victories. Tori, he's had what, 6 Super Bowl rings? 7, right? So obviously the game is going to change over time, but he's an analyst now. So he's going to give his thoughts of what this quarterback should do. Now, if a quarterback goes, nah, I wouldn't have done that. And he can go back and goes, well, I would have done that. Then people are going to look at, okay, well, Tom Brady has 6 fucking Super Bowl rings. You haven't even won one yet. You just got to the fucking dance. I think people are going to side with, not saying Tom Brady is right, but he's going to have more pull than the other person.
Exactly
it's called experience, of course. I mean, that's
right?
just, you're not even talking crap. And I love Bilal, but like, he's great for what he does. He has his style.
1,000%.
No matter what, remove him from the conversation. Whatever you say holds water almost over any other fighter or coach in the world.
It's not always correct. It's not always correct. It's
but it holds water. It's there. It has to be taken seriously.
Yeah.
You're not just yelling some random nonsense.
Right.
And you're like this with everybody.
With everybody. Like I even told, like when I met Izzy the first time, I was like, damn dog, how come you're not getting this right? He goes, trust, brother, trust. I'm working on it. I was like, and it was just off mine. I was like, hey, we all have them, right? We all have them. But for me, I always feel like when I start to analyze people on this YouTube stuff and this role I'm navigating in, it's a very touchy one where it's like even Shannon Sharp, like he played football and he goes, I don't know how he did that. I would have done this. I'm like, what? But it's his thought point, right? So
what's the name of your YouTube show?
Mighty Cast.
It's on, and you type in Mighty Cast on
Mighty Cast on YouTube, and you'll find it.
And some fighters, are they hitting you up getting butt hurt when you talk about them?
No, not at all. Because I keep that was just an analyst thing. But I think as him just like, he saw my thing, and then I think since you won the belt, I think he said something. I think we would have lost. He goes, I think it would have been a different tone, but that's okay. Like I loved it. Like please, like if you guys think I'm horrible, please let me know. At least they're
watching your show, but no one thinks you're horrible, brother. I hate to say that.
There's a lot of haters out there, dog.
Have you done your analysis on Mohab and what's the dude name with the funny colored hair? Mohab, the Mexican guy from Hungary.
From Hungary?
What's his name? We had him on our show.
You mean Merab from Georgia?
Yeah, he's
Merab versus Sugar Sean O'Malley.
Yeah, Merab is a Mexican guy from Hungary.
He's from Georgia.
Oh, he's a Mexican guy from Georgia.
But he does speak Spanish.
Right, he's a Mexican guy.
Henry thought he spoke Russian. He goes, Dubai. He goes, I don't speak Russian. And I was like, Henry, you fucking Mexican. Speak Spanish to this man. I think it's a great fight. I think it's going to be very hard for both guys. If Sugar Sean O'Malley can keep him outside the void, meaning like keep that distance, and force him to come across it and make a mistake, he can catch him with the right hand like he did to Aljamain Sterling, like he did to Chito Vera. And that's one thing that makes Sugar Sean O'Malley so damn good is that he's not scared to go after his opponents. Like when he fought Chito, he would wait, push kick, and Chito would just sit out there and wait. And then he would show stuff, turn around and hit him, and then Chito would shell up and he would just throw that flying knee. He do the same thing to Merab, but if Merab's had to get across that void and eat some damage and get that wrestling going. And then while he's doing that, he's gonna do it for 5 rounds and just out wrestle him and outwork him. But it's gonna be a great fucking fight. Like, and UFC Noche, it's gonna be an amazing event in the Sphere. I mean,
Are you gonna be there?
I will not be there. We'll be going. That's on the 14th. We'll be going to Japan a week later. So,
wow. Rampage might want to go with you on that one.
Well, I was trying to get him to go, but
Rampage, you want to go?
What you doing in Japan?
Just fuck around.
Oh shit.
Rampage, you want to go? Make some TikToks?
Make some TikToks.
I look for any excuse to go to Japan, but I think I got some stuff going on after that. Yeah.
Listen, as we get ready to wrap this up, last question I have is, who has been your favorite guest so far on your YouTube show?
Man, it's been a lot, man. We had Booker T. That one hasn't dropped yet. Booker T was a good one just because growing up, not seeing a lot of Black guys wrestle That was a great one, and talk about him coming from nothing, how hard crimes he did, and now he's got an amazing school. He's done very well for himself. Like for me, being black and then seeing a lot of athletes, they always have, when they get there on their sport, they're broke. They always fall apart, and he's still fucking going. So that one really connected with me. I enjoy the Asmongold because he's a huge nerd, huge gamer like I am. The Rob Whittaker, Rampage, that was a good one. He was like, my co-host Michael was like, Rampage, this is a question for you. Talking about Jon Jones, pound for pound. And I was like, well, I'm gonna go ahead. And Rampage goes, Mighty, I have a question for you. I was like, yeah. And he goes, have you ever fought Jon Jones, Have you ever fought Jon Jones? I was like, no. And he goes, then shut the fuck up. This question's for me. Like having Rampage, like I would say there hasn't been one guest I have not enjoyed where I got off and I was like, well, that was a big fucking waste of time. Like every single guest we've had on, I've always been able to connect with them because when I have it, I like to ask a lot of things that I truly have questions about for the guests. So I cannot pinpoint one that's like, oh, that was probably my favorite. Like, I can take a piece from every single episode. We have on the Angela Lee, talk about past trauma.
That was deep.
That was a deep one.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. Even like the Eddie Alvarez, him talking about like how it's like, he's trying to build that business. Misha Tate, all the surgeries, not the surgery, but all the trauma she's had. Like not trauma, but like just the drama from the Ronda Rousey event. So I think I've enjoyed every single one of my guests on the Mighty Cast.
We should have Misha Tate on here too.
Yeah.
Because I used to be a big fan of her fights.
Who, Misha Tate?
Yeah.
I can make that happen. You
that'd be amazing.
Yeah. She's in Vegas. I'm supposed to go on her podcast when I go to Vegas, but
nice.
She has to give me the date. So, but I love it. It gives me an opportunity to like navigate. I think it's very important for athletes, and as you're doing yourself, and you guys are building that, the JAXXON podcast. Congrats on 1 year anniversary.
Oh, thank you.
You guys are doing a good job of bringing light, and you guys were just top 20, I believe, in lifestyle and the podcast thing. So that's amazing as well.
We broke through in our category. We broke through top 100 on Spotify, which was huge.
That's
amazing.
That's
I mean,
awesome.
Rampage, just to give him the flowers he deserves, he's in here 5 days a week, all energy. The staff loves him. The team loves him. He's part of JAXXON. We're the #1 men's chain brand right now, and that's what's also helping fuel this. All the fans out there supporting us, buying our chains, buying the brand, buying into what we're doing here. Mighty Mouse being one of our athletes. I mean, we have a great team here.
Yeah. Have you started monetizing on YouTube yet?
No, I'm not and we're not going to run ads on our YouTube.
I think that's what making it grow so fast. He's not running ads.
No, it's good. No, I think what's made it grow so fast is just the vibe, the guests, the energy. You have like Luke Rockhold, you have different guests. You have Ric Flair. You guys hear all that different that lifestyle space.
Yeah.
Right? It's not just all about UFC. And I think that's important. Like when I did my podcast, I told him, I was like, I'm not gonna be interviewing just the next UFC guest every single week. Like I want to have, like we just had Ninja on the podcast.
Ninja?
The gamer, Tyler Bevins.
Oh yeah.
He just came on a podcast. We had Booker T. I said we just did Undertaker. We had Ray Rod. I don't know if you guys know who Ray Rod is. He does all the amazing edits. Ray Rod 747.
Oh yeah.
When Izzy did that, broke it. We had him on, and just to hear his story. I mean, his story is fucking amazing. Like when I found out about him, real quick. When I found out about him, the very first video, you played Metal Gear Solid, right? The original one.
Yeah. Oh my God.
There's a thing where it goes snake, snake, snake. There was a thing where you see this white guy, and he's fighting a black guy. He's fighting. He was like, just in the middle of the street in the Bronx in New York, and there's a black guy just sitting on the pole like this, just chilling, minding his own fucking business. And the white guy and the black guy are fighting, and he walks by the guy. He's sitting. He goes, bop, and hits the black guy, minding his whole fucking business. Then both the guys jump on him, and then he goes, snake. So I'm sure the black guy got his ass beat after two guys jumped on him. And that's the first time I discovered Red Rod. And then I was like, hey, tell me about this edit you make. And he says, well, I made that edit because it spoke to me, and I felt like that's how the Bronx was. And it got, drugs, alcohol came through and just swept and killed a lot of people that I watched growing up. And that's really resonated me to make that edit. So he has an amazing story. I can't wait for that one to drop. But yeah, man, we're just trying
I'm gonna take that one out.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it drops.
So as we get ready to wrap this up, I appreciate you being on here. I appreciate you being part of the brand, helping celebrate the 1 year anniversary. Miss Mighty being with us last night at Dave & Buster's.
That's great.
Shout out to Dave & Buster's and Popeye for taking care of us. Shout out to Rampage for putting on for the show. And then everybody out there in the JAXXON Podcast Discord and leaving comments. Thank you for putting up with us and dealing with the chaos and Rampage's adventures in Thailand.
I want to tell the Discord, thank you guys for putting that comment that Bear looked like Valentine, the Sweeties candy when he wore all those hearts the other day. Thank you for that.
I said, Desi goes, how was it? I was like, motherfucking Bear picked me up like a goddamn ice cream bubblegum truck. All that pee he had on.
You should make the outfit for girls. I had a bunch of girls hitting me up said, do he make that in women's?
I'm just trying to make you smile.
That pink one, you got that one? Do you have
the hearts?
one? The hearts? I want to get. She hasn't
love
seen,
it.
but she'll love it.
Would you wear something like that?
I haven't seen it, but I probably would.
The blue one. When I saw you wear the
pretty
blue one, I was
loud,
like, I'm not a
usually.
fan of blue one. But when she
Pretty
wore it last time, I was like, she can rock.
Hey, did you see? You know like those Valentine's Day candies with the
Yeah,
hearts?
oh yeah,
and
of
stuff?
course.
He made an outfit like that. But
Oh,
he
is that
wore
the
it.
one that's in the office?
Yeah, but he wore it. It's not for
Oh,
men.
he did?
It's not for men.
It's not for men.
It's not for men.
Well, he rocked it, I guess.
Listen, I just want to tell you that we appreciate you, Rampage, regardless of the craziness.
What craziness?
Well, just how you get moody sometimes. You know, we appreciate you. And it's 1 year anniversary of the JAXXON podcast. We have some big guests lined up this week and next week. So make sure you guys comment, subscribe, share, stay pumping in the Discord. Don't forget to check out Mighty Mouse's show on his YouTube. He has a lot of amazing guests on his show as well. And it's an incredible thing to watch one of the GOATs break down fighting consistently and give you a behind the scenes look at his life and their lives with the people he interviews. There is a person underneath this mask.
No, it's not.
No?
Hey, listen, make sure you guys follow Bear on Instagram to see all the behind the scenes stuff that goes on here. And spam your favorite athlete or fighter who you guys want to see on this show. Spam it, slide in their DMs, spam it. Look, you got to get on this damn show. Send them funny clips and make them.
We love you, Rampage.
Fuck off, man.
All right, we're out. JAXXON podcast.